What separates rich people from the middle class? Well, according to our next guest and mental toughness expert Steve Siebold, the differences are not only numerous, they're extreme. Steve Siebold now joining us. He just wrote a book called Rich People, How Rich People Think. There you see the copy. It's only 2 months old and pretty interesting stuff. Steve, thank you and welcome to Nashville. Thanks for being here.
Thanks.
All right, so what's the difference between middle class and the world classes, as you referred to it, or the wealthy class?
I think most people approach money out of fear, where we're trained that way as kids, in school, in college even, we're trained to fear money and look at it as like a necessary evil, and the wealthy look at it as opportunity, abundance, freedom, all the good things, all the positive things.
So it all starts up here.
Absolutely.
It's your mindset?
It starts with the mindset. I mean, thinking precedes action, and action is what makes it happen. The thinking, you can't think yourself rich, but you can think yourself into positive action.
Okay, so I'm thinking right now I want to be rich. Is that good enough?
It's good enough for a start,
right? Yeah, you got to do more.
Yeah, you have to do more, and you've got to learn the differences, I think, in thinking between the average person, the masses, how they approach money. For example, how people are approaching the job market right now. They're approaching it the polar opposite as a rich person would. They're applying for jobs that don't exist. A rich person would go to a company and say, I'll work for you for free for 2 or 3 weeks or 4 weeks. If you think I'm worth the risk, hire me. If not, you owe me nothing.
And the middle class also, as you say, worries about running out of money, while the wealthy class thinks about how they can make more money too.
Right. We're all taught, and I was taught the same way, to move away, as Freud talked about years ago, to move away. In other words, to be afraid of something and to avoid something, whereas the rich are trying to get something. They're going after something. They're pursuing something. It's the polar opposite mindset.
How important is it to be around people who have money?
I think it's critical. The wealthy hang in circles of their own. I broke into their circles 26 years ago as an outsider. Luckily, they've kept me. I've been booted out a few times, but for being mouthy like I am. But they've kept me in there, and I think it's very important because they're always talking about possibilities, opportunities. I mean, right now they are reloading for this brand new economy, all these new problems, which means all these new solutions, which are going to pay them more money than they've ever made in their lives.
Sure. And we've got all your points here, and I think it's really important to talk about all of that. And I guess if you're married and you're doing this as a team, you've got to be on the same page.
It sure helps.
Right? Yeah.
It really helps. I mean, if you can have your spouse or your significant other on your side, it definitely makes a difference, especially in the beginning when you don't have any money.
Right. Right. Exactly. All right. Well, tell us how people can get this book. Again, it's called How Rich People Think, and it's out now, right?
Right. If they can get 5 free chapters, if they want to just kind of test the book out at HowRichPeopleThinkBook.com. HowRichPeopleThinkBook.com.
All right. Awesome. Thank you. Very interesting stuff.
Thanks, Nick. I appreciate it.
Steve, thank you for being here.